Gravity, simply defined, is a force of attraction of one body for another, especially objects to the Earth. One such object, Anthony Spud Webb, the human force, is about to reach beyond extraordinary limits.
Spud Webb.
Spud Webb.
Spud who?
He's hot, he's fast, he's quick.
I would say Spud Webb's about 6'4".
Oh yeah, Spud Webb, Atlanta Hawks, 5'4", can dunk.
Spud Webb. He's got an all-around game. Pretty good defensively, offensively. Got hops, jump. You know, he's pretty good.
Mom, I'm home. Hey, Mom, what's cooking? It smells good.
It's not ready yet. How was your flight?
That was great. What book are you looking at?
Just looking at some of your old photographs when you were... Do you remember this, Bob?
Oh, that was a youngster then, huh?
Yeah, that reminds me of the time when you used to... You remember? This is one you used to put up the clothes hanging on the door over there and use a little Nerf ball.
Tear up the house, huh?
Yeah, run all down the hallway. Have Reg guarded, trying to slam dunk. Remember this one, Spud? You were about 4 years old trying to make a slam dunk. That's a great one. His senior year, he packed the gyms wherever he went, all in the suburbs and everywhere, and they were talking all over town about Spud Webb, the dunk. You know, he could dunk the ball. I know this coach said one day they were practicing at the gym, and everybody called him, told him, come up and see Spud, he's dunked the ball. And I think he was only about 5'4" then. And everybody just all over the city just knew about him, you know, dunking the basketball at 5'4".
Spud Webb is a unique role model to youth across the country. His desire for competing at the top of his profession continues to demonstrate his determination.
Well, I always ask my brother Reginald to play with me because I didn't have anyone else to play with. But, you know, I used to drag him back there so I can have someone to beat up on, you know. But most of the time I would be out imagining that I was some guy in the NBA playing in different situations. And when I couldn't find my friends playing by myself, I always asked my brother Reggie to play. Well, it was very helpful. My sister was a teacher at the school that I attended my last 2 years, and I don't think it was any pressure because I always was a student.
I think the reason Spud made it in the NBA was because of his determination, his self-motivation, and he had a desire to really be a successful basketball player. And that, all those things combined, it inspired him to become a successful basketball player, and he achieved his goal.
Well, I coached Spud in 1980, 81, 82, and when he first came on campus, he was very shy. And everybody knew he was a good athlete, but he was very shy. In fact, he wouldn't even look at me many times, even when we were instructing him. But I could tell he was always listening and had a lot of pride in everything he did. And I could see real quickly that he could play in college.
Well, he was a cashier at the time. He worked in the store, and he was so short, I think, that sometimes he had to get a stool to stand up on and work the cash register. It was amazing to the people to see him to work the cash register as small as he was. We played dominoes practically every day, and we are very good at it, and domino help you to count.
If you be around Dominique every day, you can't be shy because he's always just an up spirit.
Well, first of all, when Spud first came into Atlanta, no one even thought that he would even make our team. And the first day I seen him play, I went to the coach and told him it'd be a big mistake by cutting this guy because he's the guy who's going to help us when the season starts. And unfortunately, he got hurt in training camp, and no one really got a chance to see what he can do. And I kept telling the coach, just let's hang on to him and let's give him a chance. First regular season game we played, he had 22 points and 11 assists, and that was big for a rookie, especially a guy his size, and all the odds was against him to do as well as he did. I respect him a lot as a person as well as a player because he beat all odds. He's a guy who had a tremendous heart. He had more heart than a lot of guys I know because his will to go out there and do well and to compete is greater than a lot of guys I've played with over the years.
I set my goal to be in the NBA when I started at the boys club in the 7th grade. And, I made it in the NBA, and that's, something I can cherish the rest of my life. When you're playing point guard, when I first started playing, I used to go right all the time. Everything was right-handed. And when I first started out, I used to look at the ball when I dribble. And every time I look at the ball while I'm dribbling, somebody can take it. If I'm dribbling like this here, Randy can take my ball all day. But if I go get up here, Randy. If I go up at Randy and I'm dribbling and looking at him, what you think he's thinking about now? But if I'm looking at him and he looking at the ball, who you think can beat who? But if I got my head down, who gonna beat? Okay, so when you're dribbling with either hand, if you're dribbling this way, you keep your head up on Randy. See, if he reach, I teach. I go that way, all right? Either hand. If I'm looking at him, he can't touch it. But if I go down here, if you go down the court, who gonna win that game? Randy. So when you're dribbling with either hand, you keep your head up.
I think as an individual, he's special because a lot of times, so many people has told him, you can't do this and you can't do that. And I mean, as hard as it is when someone tell you can't do something, to keep yourself motivated. And when you know you are fighting all kind of odds, being that short, and, I think he was pretty much, if not the shortest player in the NBA at first, he was pretty close.
to Midland Junior College, we started really seeing how great he was and that he did have a chance at maybe becoming a professional ball player. And when he had a chance to go to NC State, we kind of figured if anybody gave him a chance, that he could make it.
You have to have confidence in yourself first that you can play, because no one else will have confidence in you. And you have to set goals. My goal was to finish school and play in the NBA. And I looked at that goal every day, and it rings on my mind every day. And how I got started in basketball was one guy didn't have his grades to play in the 7th grade. After we sit over there and watched 2 weeks, this guy that was too small or couldn't play, and this guy didn't have his grades, and we got the opportunity to play, and I scored 20 points the first game. I can remember that like yesterday. And I had to coach Jimmy Tubbs, and we played the rest of the year. By the time these guys got their grades together, it was too late. And that's how I really got in, to keep playing basketball. And every year I went through school, that's what I thought about, even through college, was doing my grades that I wouldn't play like those guys. And that's a story that I always tell to the kids, that of staying in school and staying away from drugs, because I know at my size I couldn't play in the NBA if I was on drugs. And I always tell them to put God first in their life, because He's given all us a talent, and it'll blend out pretty soon.
Spud Webb basketball camp. At the Boys and Girls Challenger Club, that's 5029 Vermont. See, I was Spud's coach when he was a little guy in Dallas, so he's donating all his time to the Boys Club.
Man, Carl.
Why'd you move, Carl?
You shouldn't have missed it. No, I'm not. Yeah, man.
Carl? A lot of these kids live in the neighborhood around here.
Come on. This way, Carl. Come on, guys. Up.
See the little guy right there? Big heart. He can't play very well, but he got a big heart.
Oh, he looked like me when I was small, trying to play with the big guys.
That's right.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
I can't
They
believe
don't let
it.
me play because I'm too small.
They won't let you play. Why they won't let you play?
I'm too small.
Hey, small guys can play too. You don't have to be 7 feet tall to play basketball. Let's show them what the small man can do in a big man's game, all right?
All right.
Let's go.
Oh. Good shot, Carl. Oh, wow. Carl, you...
Hustle in, hustle in, hustle in. All right. If Spud has something you want to share with you guys.
Hey, Alvin have invited me to come down to his basketball camp and speak on basketball and teach the fundamentals of basketball. And I'm inviting every one of you, because I've seen you play on the playground here, and I want you to come in to the camp at the Boys Club and I'm inviting you to the camp.
You think you can handle it?
Yeah, we can handle it.
What do you think? You think you can handle it?
I think they can handle it. I think they
All right. Yeah.
try this again. Have a seat, son. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning!
Good to have you out. Good to parents. Good to see so many of you out to support it. I'd like to take this time to introduce someone very special to me. He's very special because we have a history together. He grew up with me, what, fourth or fifth grade? Fifth grade. The boys club. Taught him everything he knows. Not everything I know, everything he knows. He's plays for the Atlanta Hawks. He won the slam dunk competition in 1986. And although he's known as the smallest man in the NBA, he's a giant of a man and a giant of a friend. Put your hands together for Spud Webb.
I want to thank Alvin personally for inviting me here because he's been so much to me in my career. Coming back to the Boys Club is something that you always dream about, of playing in the NBA and coming back and talking to kids. Because one day one of you guys will be standing up here talking where I am. So, you know, keep basketball in mind, but, you know, as we teach today and we go through the drills, you know, listen and learn, because that's the way I was when I was little in the Boys Club. And we just want to have fun today as we go through pointers over basketball. So we got to have fun and got to learn the basketball, because if you're not having fun, you might as well not play. So we're going to get out and play today, and I hope everyone have fun, and let's go.
These stretching drills decrease the chances for injury.
Before you go, we are here to help strengthen and develop your basketball skills. But in order to do that, there's some important drills and exercises that we must do. Stretching is one of the most important things that an athlete needs to do. Okay, the majority of the injuries that takes place for a professional athlete because they haven't stretched properly. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'd like for you to line up into 3 lines so you can begin some stretching exercises. Hurry up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, shake it up, shake it up. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, can hear you. 3, 4, 5. The next exercise we're going to do is the side stretch. What we're going to do is we're going to put our hands out beside us. We're going to take our right hand and place it down toward the floor, bending our left hand above our head. This stretches our side here. All along here. You feel that stretch there? We're going to do 5, count of 5. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.
The side stretch. Stretch the hands over your head. Bend sideways from the waist and lower the right arm down towards the right knee. Conditioning is vital in any sports, and staircase running with supervision can help build those leg muscles. The crossover dribble is a maneuver to change direction and lose a defender.
Okay, when you first play basketball, you learn to dribble first. And there are 3 things you have to learn to dribble: with your right hand, your left hand, and the crossover dribble. That's the first introduction to basketball, of dribbling. The first one is right-handed. And the perfect demonstration is just dribbling. Okay, who wants to show me the right-handed dribble? Brick, come on up. down low, come. Put that feet out in front. Put that feet out in front. Don't go all the way down. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Score. Next, we're going to go to the left-handed dribble. Your left-handed is exactly like the right-handed, only you're playing your right feet in front of you with your back turned the other way. And you got to protect the ball with your right hand. So when you're always looking up again, you never look down at the basketball because they'll steal it away. See, I have my right hand out in front of me in case someone is on me, but you always keep your head up and never look at the basketball because you can't see the floor if you're looking at the basketball. All right, since I've demonstrated the left-handed dribbling drill, I want somebody out of the second group to come up and show me the left-hand dribbling drill. Who's gonna come up and show me? Come on up, John. Keep your head up. Get down low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, score. We went through the left hand and right hand dribbling drill. The next drill is the crossover dribble. You still have to keep your head up on a crossover dribble because the man is directly in front of you. And I'm gonna demonstrate the dribbling drill of a crossover dribble, then I'll let someone come up and teach me. Okay, now I done demonstrated who out of the third group is gonna come up and show me the crossover dribble. Any hands? Come on, GW. Bend them knees. Bend them knees. There you go. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basket. All right. Okay, now that we've covered all the areas, and I've done the crossover, left and right-handed, who's going to take the ball from me? Any hands? Come on, Tara. You ready? Next is the jump rope. I also use the jump rope to warm up and to work on my body control. Next is the baseball pass. Baseball pass is using one hand, with the ball behind your head, taking 1 foot forward and throwing it as far as you can. One more time. All right. The two-hand chest pass, but with a bounce, all right? So we're gonna put our foot out front. We're gonna do it halfway bounce, all right? Just like the two-hand chest pass, all right? Let's go. Watch us first. Foot out front. Bounce. The first drill we're gonna go through is the layup drill. Now Carl, you gonna help me with the layup drill? First of all, I'm gonna show you the basic way to do it with a right hand layup. because I'm right-handed, it's easy for me. So I'm going to take the basketball. When I go to
The layup, a shot taken using the backboard in close to the basket, is the most basic shot in basketball. It's the first one you should master.
All right? This I'm going to do it in a slow motion, and then I'm going to do it in a fast motion, all right? This is a slow motion. Left foot. All right? Now fast motion, all right? There you go. Okay, the next drill we're going to do is the mic drill. And the mic drill is using both sides of the basket where you warm up of learning the backboard. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then I'm going to let someone out of the group come up and demonstrate it. All right? All right, that's the mic drill. Notice doing this drill, you don't let the basketball hit the floor. All right, I'm gonna let TV come up and demonstrate the mic and drill for us. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. Take your time. That's six. That's six. Take your time. 7, 8, 9, one more. That's it.
The jump shot. As the name suggests, a jump shot, or jumper as it's often called, is a shot released after you jump, ideally at the peak of your jump, making it difficult to block. Square your shoulders to the basket. Use a one-step motion. Go up straight. Don't drift when you go up for a jumper. Don't forget the follow-through.
Next drill we're going to go through is a jump shot. I know all you guys think y'all good shooters and like to shoot all the time. And everybody had a different shot, so I'm going to show you one of the fundamentals of shooting. First of all, when you grab a basketball, when you get ready to shoot, you can't have the ball straight up. Because if your legs are straight, you can't do nothing but pass. And nobody out here want to pass. Everybody want to shoot. So when you catch it, you're just like this in the triple threat position. So if you had a ball like that, you can easily go up and shoot. But first of all, when you have a ball, you got to have your hand behind the basketball when you get ready to shoot. And you go straight up, shoulder straight at the basket. Because if you go like this here, you can't shoot like that trying to fall away, all right? So this is the perfect way. You go straight up and straight back down and release. Just like this. All right? Keep your hand behind the basketball every time, because it's a straight shot. Either I haven't made it yet. Okay, what did I say first? You have to bend your knees, have your hand behind the basketball, looking at the back of the rim, and you got to have your elbow bent. And it's a good follow-through, just like this here. Just like leaving your wrist up. Straight up, follow through. All right? Come up and show us the shooting drill. Hold up. How you gonna catch it when you first catch it? What you gonna do? All right, you got your hand behind it, or you're looking at the basket. All right, shot. Good shot. One more. One more. Okay, there's the three shots you've won. The Mac drill you can warm up, and the layup, which is taking off with the right foot and extending your arm. And the jump shot is basically you have to shoot the same way, because if your elbow is bent like an L and you follow through and you get leverage off your feet just like that, And you shoot the same way every time, and it'll go in every time. Next drill we're going to do is a pivot move. If you have your man one-on-one to the basket, you're going to have to use your pivot foot to beat him or to throw him off to go to the basket. And I'm going to use John for this one. All right. What John doing is he's standing in front of me, and I'm trying to get to the basket. If he's down in the defensive stand, I'm trying to use this foot to throw John off. That is my pivot foot. All right, this foot can't move, so you have to have that foot still and use this as a pivot move. So if I fake John this way, he's gonna go, and I beat him this way. All right. Now I'm gonna let John try to demonstrate that for me. Okay, the next drill is gonna be defense. Nobody likes playing defense, so I'll play defense this time. Who's gonna come up and demonstrate the defense drill? Come on. If I'm on defense, this is what I want to do. I want to keep the man in front of me. So if he's got the ball in his right hand, I want to put my left foot back. And if he got the ball like that, if he go this way, I'm gonna drop step with my right foot. Go that way. Just like that. Then he can beat me to the basket. Then if he's in front of me and he go this way, all I do is go like that there. And go that way again. Come on back. Too fast for me. All right, if I'm up like this, I got this foot. Watch this foot here. Go this way. This is drop step. He don't beat me to the basket. But if I just stand there, go again. He don't beat me to the basket. All right? Now you play defense. Show me what I did. What foot you gonna put up? All right. If I go this way, which foot you gonna drop? All right. Now if I go this way, you're just gonna stay that way, right? Okay. You ready? Go. All right. You got it. Now go this way. All right. All right. You got it. That's defense.
Receiving a pass. Give your teammate a good target.
If I'm going at the basket, I want to catch it with two hands so I can just lay it up. Just like this. All right? You throw me the ball, and I'm going with one hand. I either lose it, right? So what we want to do is catch it with two hands so we can go to the basket. You can't take that away, all right? Now, Rick is going to show me what I just did. He's catching the ball and going to the basket, and I'm defending. See, if he catches it with one hand, I'm gonna knock it out. So she better give a good pass, all right? Oh. One more time. One more time. One more time. All right. All right, so the proper way to catch a basketball is with two hands. I don't care where you are on the floor. You catch it with one hand, people can knock it out. And if you catch it with two hands, can't nobody knock it out. All right, so we're gonna use two hands, all right?
Footwork, a fundamental requirement for good basketball. Of all the basic skills, your ability to move quickly and with maximum control and minimum wasted motion will depend on quick stops. Take a few deep breaths before shooting. Get comfortable. Use your legs. They make it much easier to get the ball to the hoop with a smooth flowing shooting motion. Practice free throws when you're tired. It's not much use being completely well rested when practicing free throws because you'll almost never be shooting them under such conditions in a game.
Okay, the first thing you do when you're coming up to the free throw line, you measure off how far you have to shoot by looking at the back of the rim. And then you come up, you put 2 feet at the front at the free throw line and your body square because it even off directly with the square, with your shoulders. And you bounce the ball 2 times and your concentration level is at the back of the rim. You bend 2 legs, all the way back, motion, using your legs. Perfect. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question about free throw shooting. Why is it important to make your free throws? They won.
Because sometimes 1 or 2 points can start a game, and if they foul bad free throw shooter intentionally, then he might lose the game for him.
That's true. That's why you should always practice. That's why I always practice my free throws. Because when I was a rookie, my first year in the NBA, we was in the playoffs against Detroit. And the score was tied. I was at the free throw line, 30,000 people watching, your mother at home watching you. If you miss, you're no good anymore. So when I got to the free throw line, I was concentrating on making it, and I just shot the shot and made the first one. Took a deep breath. Because I knew I could make them because I've been practicing. That's why I wasn't nervous. And so I shot the second one, and it went in, and we won the game. So we won by 2 points. So that's why I say always practice your free throws. All right? Let's take it to the hoop.
Being in the winning the slam dunk contest in the NBA, you have watched it, on TV. You've seen Dr. J and Dominique and Michael Jordan and all the guys do it. And being in it, I wasn't nervous going out because I knew that I could compete. It's just the day I went out and people noticed that I was in it. But they said, maybe this guy could dunk at his size, but, maybe 1, 2 dunks. But when you enter something, I know when I enter something, the competitiveness comes out of me, and my objective is to go out and win.
See, my man, when I throw it into Randy, he's gonna trap back on Randy. He's gonna go back. So that means I can spot up here or here. Randy gonna know he's not, all right? So that's where I have to take the jump shot. Go back. See, he can't get back. He can't get back to that, all right? Do everybody know what the triple threat is? Triple threat is when you catch the basketball, you can dribble, shoot, or pass. That's 3, triple threat. Now, what did I say? Pass. All right, so when Randy throw me the ball, so if I catch it now, what can I do now? What else can I do? What else? All right. So when Randy passed to me, I got to be in position to do all those things. All right, ready? It's the Dallas Maverick. See, either one I can do it from that one position, all right? All right, ready?
Go by.
I can dribble on either one of them, all right? So if you catch the ball, if you throw it to me now, I catch it, what can I do? That's it, ain't it? So if that means if all I can do is pass, that means Randy gonna be all over me. Come on, Randy, get all over, get all. See, what can I do now? Big old guy, I can't even see the goal. Now, throw it to me and run at me too, Randy. See, if I catch it in a triple threat, what can I do now? I can shoot it, dribble, everything. Y'all want me to take it? It's 6:30. All right, let me try to ask questions so we can go. What was that drill now? All right, don't forget it.
I think he's special. He's a 5'6", and he got great jumping ability and great speed, and it gives other younger little players hope and desire that someday that they can become a professional athlete or to make something of themselves. And you know, guys in the league don't look at Spud as a joke, you know, no more. You know, they look at Spud as another ball player. I mean, when he first got in the league, you heard people say, "Oh, the one thing he can only do is jump and dunk. You know, if you don't get to the basket, he ain't gonna score." And you know, he worked on his jumper and he worked on his game, where he got an all-around game now. And when you talk to other ball players, and you talk about Spud, they talk about him as a ball player and not as, you know, being somebody that's out there that just can do one thing.
You know, having Spud as a big brother in the NBA, it's not like most other guys probably that have big brothers in the NBA. You said like 5 or 6 inches taller than they are. I've always been about 3 or 4 inches taller than Spud is. And that always posed a problem when we were playing basketball, because a lot of times I would come close to beating him, or even sometimes I might beat him. And if I beat him, that's like 5 extra games.
I'm like much older than Spud, and he always wanted to play with the older guys. Football or basketball, whatever we played, he always wanted to play.
With dedication, a desire to be the best you can be, and good hard practice, you too can be a Spud Webb. To reach the top, you've got to want it.